back, everyone, to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Currently, it's the... Welcome back, everyone, to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Currently, it's the Steelers with the football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. From the 24, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Mayfield on play action, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Jaguars.
They run. Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big fella. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's McFarland. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Farland. That's good.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, McFarland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Sly on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own 22.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Prescott from the gun on third. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Prescott on first down. The open man is Westbrook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. David Njoku. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
To kick off for Jackson.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
5 yards on the play.
Prescott now. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Prescott.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on.
32-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Jaguars 3.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, McFarland. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
McFarland. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's second down. And
on second down, Mayfield again. And it's caught. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Steelers. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Prescott from the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Throw complete to Herndon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They begin the drive with McFarland, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a run with McFarland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11 now. Running with McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott finding Herndon here on the completion. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He completes it to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
2 yards. And it's
Third to the air again, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
at the 47-yard line.
Now Prescott hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits Herndon over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL